So when you speak to Dave, you know, you always get to understand the development and the changes in the industry on accessories. One of the last interviews, actually the last interview of the day, is with Dave George from Pryme. And Dave is very well known about your industry insights, right? That you'll publish once a year, I believe. Your views on the industry. And when we talk about the industry, we talk about the LMR industry. And specifically, I would like to talk to you about the accessories, right?
Okay, yes.
Now, the accessories are a big part of the LMR communications market. Now, we see a movement from LMR to broadband, and I wanted to pick your brain on what does that mean for you as an accessory manufacturer, and specifically when we look into 5G.
Okay, sure. Well, I'm happy to talk about that. I think it's kind of early in that evolution. Right now we're transitioning from LMR to public network operations, primarily right now using LTE or 4G devices. So there's a lot of things going on with accessories that will work on both two-way radios and on cell phones and tablets, and that will allow cell phones and tablets to be connected together with two-way radios, because there's a transitional stage going on. With that said, we of course are always keeping an eye on the future, and the future right now is 5G. 5G will bring tremendous bandwidth to this market, and would probably provide us with a lot more opportunities for other devices, primarily the IoT type of devices, which that means the Internet of Things. And that means a lot of little gizmos that can, sensors, telemetry, that kind of thing, and those will be brought in. And we actually have a division of our company working on IoT development right now that will take advantage of that. Today, with the 4G and LTE, you probably don't really have enough bandwidth to really do a lot of that. So the real focus right now is really on evolving the two-way radios into that network from their traditional networks and then primarily voice. But then later on top of that is going to be all this other functionality that comes from data. And then once we get up to 5G, where we have multi-gigahertz data bandwidth, we'll be able to have things like real-time streaming video, like a police officer's body cam, instead of being stored and bringing it back to the station at the end of the day and downloading it into a server or something. That could basically be streamed real-time to the police agency and stored that way, instead of storing it on the officer's body. They might even be doing things like remotely activating those cameras, or using telemetry to detect gunshot sounds, or running, or quick movement through a geofence to trigger the camera. I'm just using this as one example, because clearly video is a high bandwidth function. It's probably right now, as far as work we know, it's the highest bandwidth function.
A reliable self-service.
This is we call this the Dual, and this was actually designed by us at the request of LAPD, but now it's getting popular. This end hooks onto the police radio, and this end plugs into a cell phone, and in here they can plug a headset, and that headset can be used simultaneously on the radio and on the phone. This is very important for a police officer. Now, first of all, many police officers now, believe it or not, are wearing cell phones at the same time as they're wearing a two-way radio. But they cannot plug up both ears. They always have to leave at least one ear clear. It's called situational awareness. They have to hear things going on in their environment. Yeah. So they cannot have two earphones. So how do you have a cell phone and a two-way radio and be able to listen to both of them at the same time without plugging up both ears? So you just need something like this, okay?
That's good.
Another interesting little product we have, this is called the Link. If I have a push-to-talk app running on a cell phone or a tablet, Zillow, ESChat, Wave, and a two-way radio system, and I'm not really quite ready yet to install servers and all kinds of expensive equipment, I can plug this onto the radio, I can plug this into a phone, and it forms a gateway between the phone system and the radio system. So it's very inexpensive, less than $50, and suddenly that, especially for like a small police agency, maybe they only have 20 officers, it's going to be quite a while before they can install like a FirstNet system. It might cost millions and millions of dollars. In the short term, though, they would like to take advantage of some of the new stuff that's coming out and the new apps that are coming out. So that's what the Link will do for them. So that's a fun product.